In the beginning, he sucked at sales because he had never done it before. Of course he would suck. And of course you will suck too because you haven't done it. But how do you think you get good? You start by sucking and then you suck less. That's how it works. Till eventually you look back after hundreds and hundreds and thousands of repetitions and you're like, oh, I'm actually pretty good at this. And it's reasonable that you be good because you've done it 1,000 fucking times. He likes sales. It's probably gonna be the direction that he takes directionally in his life. He's like, what do I need to learn now? So it's like, okay, how do you move up? He's like, I can start a business. I was like, yeah. I was like, what skills are you gonna need to start a business? I gotta know how to market. I was like, well, you already learned how to cold call. I was like, that's your first acquisition channels. We got that handle, which is why I put him there. He's like, okay, so I have that, so I can get customers, all right. And I know how to sell, so I got that. And I was like, what are you gonna deliver? He's like, well, I really do like teaching sales. I was like, well, who the fuck have you taught sales to? He's like, I guess I haven't. And I was like, sounds like a skill you need to have. He's got to learn the skill of how to transfer a skill from himself to somebody else. What are the other skills he's gonna have to learn? Well, he's gonna have to learn how to do finances. He's gonna have to get contracts set up so he can have services agreements, things like that. But again, these are all Googleable things that you can do. You can figure those things out in, a couple days. It's not a big deal. For the parents who are watching and the kids who are watching this at home are trying to make the decision is, do I think that 4 years from now, with $50,000 to $200,000 in absolute costs, and probably higher than that in opportunity cost of the cost of the path not taken, which of these two paths will lead me closer to where I want to go? And if the goal is to make income, then you have to look at that $200,000 and all the things you could buy with that $200,000 in 4 years of time and think, is there another way that I could reverse engineer 4 years to get me to where I want to go? Or if you just really like the technical expertise that you have, you go super deep on the technical expertise and then you bolt on one additional skill. This is the one skill I will give you that you need to bolt on to instantly give yourself the lift in whatever career you have. You got to learn how to deal with people. You got to learn how to manage. You got to learn how to lead. And you're like, that sounds like the soft stuff. And it is, but it's also how you're gonna get promoted. It's how you get respect. It's how you gain influence. And you also realize that the technical thing that you're really good at is probably not the thing you're gonna be doing in the business. You just gotta know it well enough to teach it to somebody else. His parents came to me after I talked to him and they're like, Alex, can you please just sell me again on why he should be, you're telling him to quit college? I was like, I'm not telling him to quit college. I'm telling him to make the best decision for where he wants to be in 4 years. I'm not telling him not to